Good morning, good afternoon, good morning, East Coast. Good afternoon, East Coast. Good morning, West Coast.
I'm in Baltimore, so I don't know what it what is it called. I left at 5 a.m. today, arrived here at 9 a.m. I went to some shield. Whoever sees my status is gonna see. By the way, if you don't know where to sign up, my status is 347-420-4995. Um, I did see that LinkedIn does take a minute or two or three to start the live, and I do agree with what you said yesterday that it takes people time to realize that you are live and click the link and actually see it. So we rather start maybe a few minutes in.
Mhm.
Um, I'm in a very interesting location. I could have given you a tour of probably an hour just to see the place. It's humongous.
What?
Very remote location. People don't know about this, but he's not allowing me to talk about it. And I took a break with him. I said, I have this live. I have to go for this live for a few minutes. So life is very, very colorful. Life takes you so many different places, so many unexpected places, especially in this field. It has ups and downs. Some people would say, oh, wow, er macht ein Leben. He's going everywhere. He's flying everywhere. It comes with a set of challenges of its own. You never know what's going to hit you next moment. Some people like it. Some people don't. Some people, sometimes, they also don't. Even the people who it looks like, I'm seeing the status of Shlomi Zions. Okay, this guy, it looks like he's on a plane 3 times a day. That's what it looks like. Right now, I think he's in Riyadh with President Trump. He was yesterday in D.C. and the day before in somewhere else. Like, he's literally on the plane the whole time. That's what it looks like. I don't know. Maybe he puts up status. I'm not sure, and I don't check all his statuses. But what I'm saying is, I'm sure he also pays a price. It does look exciting when he is in the place. Right now, I'm enjoying. But the ride here from 5 a.m. to 9 a.m., Baruch Hashem, I'm not complaining. I'm just saying, don't ever be jealous. Take the full package. Don't ever be jealous of anybody about anything. You see someone with a big giant car. You see someone with a bunch of kids and Chaz Shulam, somebody has challenges. Or anybody you see, everything has a good and bad. I once heard a very good quote. You know what? This is a deep one. This is a good way to start. Um, it's called Choose Your Heart.
Hmm. Yeah, heard that one.
We spoke about that, right? I think we spoke about it. When I heard it, it shifted my mind in a good way. And this is everything in life. Choose your heart. Not having kids and having kids, both are hard. Which one do you want?
Mm.
Not being married and yes, being married, both are hard. So always, usually, it's what we don't have. That's what we want more. But remember, one is harder, and you choose which one. Everything in life comes with challenges. So I'm glad I have this hard, talking specifically about this. But if you have something hard, think about what the opposite of it. Would you want it different? You probably won't in most cases. I think
Wow,
I said a long monologue. You have something to add on this topic?
I do. And I was like so curious when I saw that background. At first, I was like, was that like some fake background, like a virtual background or something?
No, I don't do these virtual things. I don't. He's not allowing me to talk about this place, but it's humongous. It's
And it's
it's
so quiet, and it's like a perfect place to do a live with nobody disturbing.
there's several perfect places in here, but it's Baltimore. I can't move here. It's too far out. I'm not
Mhm.
gonna drive 4 hours for the live every now and then, but it's a perfect place. Maybe we'll do something together here one day. Who knows?
Yeah, yeah.
Um, so yeah, challenges, life challenges. Everybody has challenges. We spoke about it a little yesterday. I did want to finish. If you didn't have anything specifically in mind,
I
I did
just
want to
wanted to
finish
say,
with
remember what you
yeah.
wanted to say. Remember what you wanted to say, but I just wanted to say about that one thing. You were saying how people look at it and look at this guy and he's traveling all over and Zions and whatnot. So what the way I look at it, another like way to look at it is, let's say if you're watching, whoever here in the audience is watching Ari and saying, "Oh wow, now he's in Baltimore, now he's there," I would say that you're someone that likes travel. You like exploring. You like, some people don't get excited and they want to just like, sit in an office. But if you're that person that's liking these stuff, you might have in you that you like travel and you like these type of things, and then it might be something to look into. That it's like a hint that maybe that's what you like doing. Um, Obviously, one of the things that I like doing is talking live. So I'm enjoying myself right now. And it was something that took time for me to learn, that this is something that I like doing. And, maybe sitting in an office was not the thing that I like doing. But yeah, if you like the idea, it might be that, like a hint that you like travel, and the opposite. If you're not liking it, then it might be a sign that that's not for you. I just wanted to add that one point.
Yeah, I think people should also clarify to themselves, do they really like it? Because sometimes just because it looks glamorous on the side, oh, I want that. Once he comes with one travel, I'm never doing this again. I took a Bucher along with me last year to Loleches with Rabbi Mordechai Malech on Kerestia trip. For 4 days, we were sleeping on a bus, no shower. Technically, I mean, there was breaks. We did have Shabbos, a normal place, but technically, you're on the bus the entire time. Going, it's a disaster. Traveling wise, some people do enjoy it. Very rarely. Most people, even the ones who say they enjoy it, they don't enjoy the process. The process too um, long, dreadful, heavy. So it's a bigger price to pay. I personally do not like to travel. I
Wow.
don't like to travel, but I find myself time and time again needing to travel. When I do come to these exciting places, at the place I'm very excited, but the travel is very harsh on me. It takes
Uh-huh.
me time to recover. Every time I come back from Israel, it takes me roughly 2 weeks to get back to myself.
Wow.
Mamash, mamash, a good two
Because I would
weeks to feel
say,
balanced again.
people watching your stuff might think that you're always in Israel every 2 days.
I always look for reasons to not go.
Wow.
But when it works out and I do go, it takes me a long time to recover. Bemet, people that know me, the first few days when I come back, I'm knocked out. And then it takes me time to like feel, okay, I know where I am. It's there in Israel, I mamish almost don't sleep. So that's about travel. I wanted to finish the topic of yesterday. We mentioned in one sentence, happy wife,
Just one
happy.
second.
Yeah, yeah, go.
But no, I just want to say, first of all, welcome anybody that's logging in now to the live. I see we have a number of people that are watching this live. If you have any comments, just write it in. We would really appreciate it. We're very excited with anybody's comments, even just to say hi, even just a nice love emoji. Just go for it in the comments. We'll see it and we appreciate it. All right, go ahead, Ari.
You said a love emoji. I did. It's so funny that it works.
Yeah,
Um, I, yesterday we mentioned happy wife, happy life.
yeah,
Also on Shlomi Zayans, I heard it. I mean, publicly in a strong way. I wanted to touch on that as much as my stomach is turning, and it's not a topic that's usually discussed. Definitely not by Hasidim. I do want to. We still have a few minutes. I do
yeah.
want to say um, I'm a very big fan, and it took me time to realize this, that the bruche, the blessing of your life, is your wife is the source, your father and mother also. If you can strengthen the connection with those three people in your life, your life will be blessed. In most of the challenges comes with these close people.
Mhm.
Probably there are people here cringing,
Yep,
jumping.
yep.
One is smashing the phone or the screen because he has something with either of the three or all three, and that's all within him. The work is within ourselves, and getting close to these people is critical for your mental health, shefa. abundance. I think abundance is the right word for shefa in your
Yep.
life, and not many people know this. It's not discussed. It's not popular. It's more popular to run away to the Besmedrish from Mechemara for 2 hours and chit chat with your friends.
Distraction.
And it is more popular to go with your friends to a restaurant than with your friends to Europe. What I'm saying, it should be the right way is to spend as much time as possible with your wife. Um, in I call it date night, at least once a week. Every relationship needs to be watered. Every relationship in the world, including the one with Hashem, and you can't have a good, healthy relationship with Hashem without being connected to those three. Kibbud Avoim is more respectful, kind of, and a wife is more your avodas amidas and leveling, and find a way, find something once a week at least, hour, 2 or 3, to go out. Not in the house. Not in the house. Doesn't work in the house. You need to get out. You need to get out of your regular thing and go around. I've said this to a few of my friends that actually are makpid. How do you say makpid in English?
Yeah, so they're very strict about it.
Yeah, they're very strong with it, that they go out once a week with their wives. It doesn't matter, by hook and by crook. Just like we do this live, by hook and by crook. I had so many excuses to not do this one today, okay? First of all, I'm in
Mhm.
the middle of an important tour with someone, which, if works out, is a very, very nice big thing. And he's an important person. And I felt very awkward to tell him I have this live on LinkedIn. And then there was no reception here. We're in the middle of nowhere. So
Uh-huh.
I had to create a Wi-Fi, put up it's a whole thing. I had
Wow.
all the excuses to tell Isaac, listen, I'm in a place that doesn't work out. But
Right.
I committed to this.
Uh-huh.
And I want to push this as long as this goes, to see if this grows. And this is a hint to businesses, organizations that want to be mentioned and discussed, or topics, or being invited to host together live somewhere. But what I'm saying is, being committed to a relationship is not the same as just being married. I was, for a couple of years, just being married. I know what it
Mm.
is. I know a lot of couples. I was a manager in Tveres Motche. I'm going to try to finish off. It's already 12 minutes, but I think you mentioned that it takes at least 15 minutes for LinkedIn to push it for the contacts. Something like
LinkedIn recommends, when they talk about lives, they say that it's good to exceed 15 minutes because people
it
start
takes
like,
them time to realize.
yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, that's what it
Right.
was.
By the way, if you comment now, we can see it and we can mention it and we can respond live.
Yeah, I mean, I
Um,
think also we have some comments. Maybe we'll take a break later. Before we finish, we'll bring them up.
yeah, okay, good. Okay, good. So being committed to the relationship is not the same than just being two managers. I was a manager at a wedding hall, and I kept seeing a lot of couples come in and they're marrying off their child. And this is supposed to be the peak and of the excitement of they're achieving something. They had a child for 18, 20 years at home, invested so much money. It's a couple $1,000,000 just if you put together all the money that went into this child,
Right.
and the time and the energy and the running to the doctors and the diapers and whatever not you put into a child. And now you're coming to the peak. You're putting him in a new home with a wife, or vice versa, and this is a big, big moment. This is a time of celebration, of happiness, of, I'm trying to use clean-ish words to who knows which audience. But what I'm saying is, you definitely understand. I've seen a lot of couples at that stage, even when they were marrying off the last few at home, older couples, just being so grumpy and
Hmm.
so not connected. I've seen nasty as well, like cursing. That really shook me up. But even just upsetness, and where's the why are we alive? Why are we bothering? Why are we married? Why are we here? The whole thing. We're working so hard. Investing and watering that relationship is critical. I can't stretch it enough. I could talk hours about this, but date night is critical for both sides. Even she has a lot of excuses She can't right now. This week is too busy. Nah, forget it. She doesn't really mean it. There is excuses. Life brings you excuses. And you the same thing. You're very busy at work, extremely busy. You have the most important thing to do. You're meeting President Trump the whole week. Give up a few hours for your wife. And call your mom and dad. Try once a day, even for a few seconds. If you want to know the importance of that, talk to one that lost a father or a mother. And he will tell you with tears in his eyes, if you get him to discuss it openly, like we're trying to do here, how important it is to talk to your mom and dad, even if they're not too old. I
Wow.
finished my piece. It's been a while. I'm holding up this guy. I'm going to run. Tell me the comments first, and then I'll hop out.
Yeah, I see it went a little longer today. We'll just bring up one thing before we finish. No, I just wanted to just finish on that topic before I bring up this. Yeah, what you said is really unbelievable, and really, I think we could talk a lot about each thing. About you touched on the wife, you touched on the spouse, you touched on the parents. I think really maybe if there's people, give it like a thumbs up if you want us to discuss that. Ari should bring out some insights about that. Each one could probably be on at least one show. And also, I once heard a very good quote from someone that he said, why is it that sometimes you could meet a friend that you didn't see in 4 years, 5 years, and you feel best friends, and how you doing, and this and that, and then when people that you're so close with that you see all the time, and you don't feel that way. So he said it's when you meet people that you're with the whole day, you're really doing withdrawals all day. So you need to do more deposits. It needs to be equal balance. But
Yeah.
someone that you didn't see for years, okay, there was no withdrawals done. Okay, so he's not expecting that much deposits. It was a very
100%.
line that always stuck in my head.
100%.
Yeah, it's like, okay, just we'll bring up one. So one of our excited followers is asking, Ari, where are you going to be like boy?
Okay, so I wanted to be in Israel, did not work out. Apparently, you need a month early to plan this because everybody's in Yom Tov mode. In Israel, Lag BaOmer is a real Yom Tov. Over
Yeah.
here, we won't zoich to that yet. So I'll probably be in Borough Park. I'm thinking of going to a special kollel that they learn Rab Shimon Zohar throughout the night. But I'll be in Borough Park regular. Be'ez Hashem. I'll put on some candles. I'll dance around the candles, probably privately, so Rab Shimon can actually hear me. And Be'ez Hashem. That's going to be my Lag BaOmer. That's what it looks like for now.
Beautiful.
I never know what's going to be the next minute. I never know. I could get a phone call right now, come right now. I never know. But thank you guys for being here. Please comment, share, like, subscribe, and we'll see you tomorrow. What's today? Yeah, tomorrow.
Yep.
Hopefully back in Borough Park.
Right.
Yalla. Shabbat
All
shalom.
righty. Take care.